I just wanted to say I appreciate anybody supporting these words or these videos, known and unknown, in any way, shape, or form. And what I did want to speak on in this video about organized stalking, what slang termed gang stalking, community mobbing, abuse by proxy, proxy stalking, cyber stalking, tactics that are very reminiscent of the FBI's COINTELPRO or managed aggression or MK Ultra, as well as tactics that are very reminiscent of the East German Stasi secret police in a program known as Zerretzung. I don't know if I said it right. All I wanted to speak on was the fact that it seems like when you're a targeted individual and you're trying to make any type of progress or, just create some type of stability in your life, whether that be financially, health-wise, your mental state, any type of form of stability or forward movement or progressiveness, this is all targeted for the most part. You could legally be following the law. You could have a legal form of income. You could have legal ways of supporting yourself. And yet you get harassed and followed, and, the local police make their presence known. People are doing noise campaigns and all the gang stalking tactics, organized stalking tactics are happening around you just by going to the grocery store, even just by doing simple things that everybody does, putting gas in your car, showing up to work. People at the workplace are perpetrators, and they're doing the same tactics. And one thing I do want to speak on is how I've realized that if I'm stagnant, the tactics are still obvious and they're still happening. But what I've noticed is if I'm working a job or I'm employed, that's when the tactics kind of increase more. Or if I'm speaking or in touch with somebody who is also a TI and who goes through the same things, and if I'm still speaking to that person, it's like they get mad or upset. But if I was to not speak to anybody and be isolated and all on my own, then that's when, they'd be happy, and like the tactics aren't as increased, but they're still happening, if that makes sense. It's like they'd rather you be isolated and not speak on anything and not have employment and just be in one spot. That way it's easier to monitor you or use these, whatever they use, like directed energy weapons, or, the enemy and the sick ones have so many avenues and ways of trying to attack the Most High's people. And I do believe, they've used identity theft with me, and, they can change medical records and things like that of that nature, and, forged signatures and things you never signed, and knowing how certain people connected to my family are working in different areas. It's funny how it's all just lined up perfectly. They know people in the medical industry. They know people who work for the local banks. They know local police. And I always thought to myself, where did all these connections come from? How did a regular people, especially ex-felon criminal like my stepfather, and the criminal piece of shit family like my mom's side of the family, how did y'all all get these connections to these higher authority people? And then as I started realizing the organized stalking, the gang stalking was going on, and it became overt to me, I started realizing, oh, okay, so I'm the one that was put up for the sacrifice, because y'all were involved in all these cults as well, and these covens, and these posing as God's people, but y'all are not God's people. Y'all are actually all Freemasons and Eastern Stars. So I see the pattern. You know, I connected the dots. It's understandable how they came into contact with all these weird ass sick people in this town, and there's no telling who else they did this to in the past before me. I'm not the only one they're doing this to. I don't believe I am. I don't believe I ever was. I think that I'm just one of the ones that is the reason why a lot of them got taken out. You know, I'm one of the ones that's putting an end to all that sick shit that so many of these people are okay with continuing doing to innocent people. And then playing the victims. You know, the same people who are wearing badges are some of the most sickest pieces of shit, trying to play God in people's lives, using their positions of authority to masquerade as the good guy, the good cop, somebody that they're not. And they never were. A lot of these people actually who get in these positions of authority have what they call God complexes and huge egos. They're like control freaks, you know? They want to control other people's lives. They want their own privacy. But these are the same people that will hack your device, have your device tapped, and have you monitored and watched, and have eyes all around you. And all these ex-military, ex-veterans, you know, Air Force, wherever the fuck they are. All these weirdos who use their credentials to do sick shit and crimes and yet hide behind their time in the military or any time that they had service to the U.S. government. So technically, you're a tyrant or you're a traitor to even your own country and your own people because you took an oath to protect the people. The same thing with local police and all these tyrants. So y'all have all the time in the world to synchronize with me on my route to work, which I legally work a real job, by the way. I don't scam people and do identity theft to steal people's properties and inheritance and do sick shit like that and steal money from people or pose as people in court and forge signatures. And I don't put life insurance policies on people and then try to set up their deaths either. So y'all can synchronize with me on my way to work, and then after work synchronize with me as well. Like, line it up, time it, because obviously either y'all got a camera or a microphone or a tracker on this vehicle, or my phone's being tapped in real time, or if people want to get all technical and sci-fi with it, I don't know, maybe we are implanted. I don't know. I don't even want to go there. I just want to keep it physical for now because this is a physical thing. I understand it's spiritual, like everybody likes to say, but at the end of the day, this is, for the most part, happening in a physical reality. So there is a physical paper trail. There is spiritual things going on, but I just want to speak on what I can see and physically see in front of me at the moment. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just wanted to speak on how I just noticed how local authorities have been synchronizing with me even when I'm trying to make any forward movement or any progress. This happens every single time. And that's what lets me know, and it confirms everything I'm saying. As soon as I start making any type of forward progress, there they go. There they go trying to intimidate me. I go to a travel center that's near my job, basically to just sometimes just wash my face and brush my teeth. I stay out of my car. Like, I go in there and somebody puts a bullet casing from a shot 9mm bullet right there in the restroom. Like, y'all don't intimidate me. I'm sorry. Like that does not intimidate me. I'm armed too. I train too. So what? I don't understand how that's supposed to intimidate me. I think I would have more respect for all you fucking cowards who are listening to this video and spying on my life from a safe space if you're actually confronting me up front. And if y'all want to talk about gunplay, yeah, I would have more respect if we shot it out than you leaving some type of bullet casing thinking that's going to stop me. Like, you're not stopping shit. It doesn't matter what brotherhood you're with or what group of fucking racist cowards. Like Baytown, Texas is full of a bunch of racist Caucasian cowards. It doesn't matter how many of y'all come up against me. I'm sorry, like, I'm just not gonna maybe y'all are used to everybody y'all have bullied or had these hate groups against giving up and being intimidated, but y'all chose the right one this time, you know? So just like so many of y'all passed away and are dying and getting sick and disabled and all fucked up, like, yeah, keep fucking with me and watch how many more of y'all are just gonna die off. And I'm not gonna have to do anything. It's just gonna be the Most High, the council behind me taking y'all out. Not a legion of demons like y'all worship in those woods by that Masonic cemetery right here. Y'all got that Masonic lodge by the cemetery and that trail in those woods and all those cars and that weird ass cabin y'all got back there. I don't have to go do rituals under specific moon phases and light candles like a dumbass like Houdini or some shit. So yeah, man, y'all take care and just be aware, watch our surroundings, and just know that, yeah, this is war. A lot of people talk about World War III. No, this is war. It's a spiritual war. That's what it is. But it's upping more these days. But that's a whole nother topic. I know on these videos, all I talk about is organized stalking because this is really what's been going on in my life. But trust me, I know a lot more than I say in these videos, but I don't like to show all my hands. So y'all take care out there.